Okay, apologies for my bedroom. This is not the best setting at all, but I was bored, so I sat on the floor and turned my camera on, and then this happened, and yeah. So I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube recently of people telling stories. I've watched a few of them, and they're fun to just like chill out and watch. They seem quite popular, so I thought I'd do one of my own, a little story video. And what I'm going to talk about is like my transition to vegetarian and cruelty free. Because a few people have asked me about it, so I just thought I would, you know, fill you in on how I went vegetarian and stuff. So I went vegetarian 3 years ago this Christmas, or is it 4 years ago? And it was just after New Year. I'd just got back from work, it was like 2 in the morning and I was starving, and I was like, oh, what can I eat that's like super quick? And I had some of these like ham and cheese toasties that you put in the toaster, and they're like covered in breadcrumbs, like super processed, super not good for you, but they're really quick and easy to make and eat. So I made one and I took one bite out of it and I was just like, I can't eat this. Like, it was just horrible, like the texture of it, and it wasn't even the taste. Like, ham tastes nice, you know, but it wasn't even the taste, it was just the texture of it. And just when I bit into it I was just like, this is disgusting. And I just threw it in the bin, I couldn't eat it. And I just sort of said to myself, tomorrow I'm not going to eat any meat and I'm just going to see how it goes. Because I've never really been a massive meat eater. I've always been really fussy with my meat. When I did eat meat, it was mostly just like chicken breast, like pure chicken. Or, I mean, I ate McDonald's burgers and stuff like that, but is that even really meat? Like, I don't even... But yeah, I was very fussy, didn't eat meat much. So yeah, I just said to myself, tomorrow I'm just going to not eat any meat and see what happens. And then that was it. I never ate any meat ever again. Never had anything since. It wasn't it wasn't hard for me at all. I mean, I was scared at first. I was like, people are gonna laugh at me. People are gonna think I'm taking a mick. Like, people are just gonna think, ah. It was fine. It was so easy. Like, I remember telling my boyfriend and he was like, nah. He just thought it was like a phase and I was just gonna last like a day and then eat meat. But then when he realised that I was actually serious about it, he was like, oh cool, that's really good for you, sort of thing. So he was really supportive. And then I remember coming home and telling my mum and dad and expecting them to just be like, shut up. But they weren't. They were super supportive and happy for me, really. My dad made a few jokes because my dad's my dad and that's the sort of person he is. But the only thing that really changed is I started buying more of my own foods. I would have been about 21 at the time, so it's kind of due anyway. My dad steals all my veggie sausages because he thinks they're nicer than real sausages, and he absolutely loves all the Quorn stuff. He thinks it's really nice. My sisters are super supportive whenever I go round. They always try and get something in for me that's veggie, and everyone's just like really nice with it. I mean, I get loads of people that are not nice and just like take the mick out of me and like, but it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm just like, whatever, I really don't care. One time, this man, I was at work and I can't remember how we got onto it. I think he asked me, did I like beef or something? Or I was like, no, I'm a vegetarian. And he was just like, what? Like, really disgusted. And I explained my reasons why, and he was like, you do know you're gonna die young. And I was like, really? Really? I'm gonna die young? You're sat at the bar drinking a pint, eating pork scratchings and going outside for a smoke, but I'm gonna die young. So you do get stupid, brain-dead people that don't have a clue and just pass comments, but you kind of get used to it. Like, it's not a big deal. You just laugh it off. You just learn to laugh it off. Where it stands on going vegan, I do think about it a lot. Sometimes I feel guilty about it. Like, I feel guilty about drinking milk and stuff because the dairy industry is cruel. And if you do watch the documentaries about it, it isn't what you think it is, basically. And I think one day I will become vegan, but I'm just not ready right now. I don't eat much dairy. I do limit my dairy. I just don't want to do everything at once because I knew if I just went completely vegan, completely cruelty free all in one day, I knew that I wouldn't stick to it. Whereas if I went veggie, then I went cruelty free, then maybe in the future I went vegan, I've got more chance of sticking to it. I'm not going to do it because someone's pressuring me to do it or because I feel bad of what other people's opinions are. I'm going to do it because I want to do it and I'm ready to do it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see in the future. But right now I'm vegetarian and cruelty free. I've not long been cruelty free. I just like, one day I was just like, why the hell am I buying these products that have just tested on? Why am I doing it? It was just selfish of me because I was buying all this MAC makeup and I was like, I can't not buy MAC, it's my favourite. And then one day I was like, yeah, you can. It's just so simple. Like, yeah, you can't buy MAC makeup, but you can buy tons of other makeup that's just as good, like Urban Decay, which is owned by L'Oreal, so a lot of people won't buy it, but in my opinion it's a completely separate company that doesn't test on animals, and it's just because it's owned by L'Oreal doesn't mean that it's not cruelty free. That's like saying there's a man who's a murderer and his dad is his dad, so his dad's also a murderer. To me, anyway. I know everybody's opinion is different, so I'm not saying that that is like Bible, but that's my opinion, so yes. I do not want this video to turn into like an argument, so please don't be mad at me if that's not your opinion, but yeah. I just woke up and was like, I'm gonna not buy anything that's tested on animals, and I didn't, and I've stuck to it, except for today. I read online that Aussie is cruelty free, you know, the shampoo and conditioner brand, and I was like, yes, I love Aussie, and they was doing a 3 for £10 sale in Boots, and I was like, awesome, I'm gonna get 3 things. So I got 3 things, brought them home, used them, love them, and then I just thought I would double check, and apparently they're not cruelty free. Like, some websites say they are, and some websites say that they're not, they lie about it. So I honestly don't know, they could be cruelty free. If anybody knows, please tell me if they are or not, because it's just confusing me. Like, it annoys me how hard it is sometimes to like find out if a brand's cruelty free. I think it should be the law to say on, this product is tested on animals, this product isn't tested on animals. It should be the law to have that printed on the bottle, in my opinion. But yeah, that's it really. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I hope it wasn't boring. I feel like I've just talked a lot. Leave me some comments. Let me know if you're cruelty free, or if you're veggie, or if you're vegan, or whatever. Let me know and we'll talk about things. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my links below. And if this is the first video you've watched, sorry I talked so much, but don't forget to subscribe, and see you in my next video. Bye!